So Balloons is a service for children and young people between the ages of 5 to 25, and we work with children who have had a bereavement of someone significant in their lives, which is usually a parent or a sibling. We work with children mainly in school, but sometimes at home. It depends on the situation. We work for 4 to 6 sessions. A grief support worker who we train by our trainer Donna at Base Point in Exeter. So they will work for 4 to 6 sessions, starting from getting to know the child, then they'll look at the memories of the person who's died, then they'll look at ways that they can sort of cope in the future to deal with their sadness and missing that person. Children are affected by grief in many different ways. The same with adults, and it can manifest itself sadness, anger, anxiety, self-esteem, confidence. So once the child has met the grief support worker and they've sort of got to know each other, and when they sort of feel comfortable, and they'll talk about what's the most sort of biggest problem for them, and it just gives them a chance to talk about the person who's died. And sometimes we do find that the reason that a child wants to be seen in school, for example, they don't want to upset the parent or the parent who's left, or the family, and talk to them, because maybe they cry every time they talk about the person who's died, and they think, I don't want to upset them. Maybe they just want to be in a separate place than home because, again, it's too sad for them. Maybe at school they just feel more confident. There's different reasons. So if you were to say what's the most important thing that bereaved children need, it is someone to listen to, I would say. It's someone to try and understand what they're feeling about the person that they love and who's died. And it's a chance for them to process their grief. We do a lot of creative intervention, which we found that it is often a child might not want to look at you in the face. They might be feeling really sad or anxious. So by doing something creative, they're sort of they're doing it and they're talking about it, but they don't necessarily have to, be face to face looking at someone. Some examples of what we would do in a session: we do memory jars, which we have coloured salt, and each colour represents a memory for the young person. That might be going to the beach, going to the park, funny memories, cooking with Granny and she spilt the flour everywhere, and they might use the white colour salt to represent that. We do memory boxes, which the children will bring in different things to go in the box that remind them of the person who's died. That can be lovely because they can bring in pictures of the people who've died, and it's nice for the grief support work as well to be able to put a face to the name. We do things like comfort boxes for when the young people are feeling sad or lonely, that they can sort of dip in and out, and it might have like a stress ball, some essential oil, that sort of thing, fuzzy socks, lots of different things that makes them feel better. So hopefully by the end of the work they've done, they'll have worked through their feelings for that time. It doesn't mean that they would have worked through all their feelings, but it just means they've been given the chance.